What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Here is my official top 20 anticipated movies coming next year. Alright, coming in at number 20, I'm going to go with the Netflix film The Adam Project. It's about a man who must travel back to time to get help from his 13-year-old self. It stars Ryan Reynolds, Zoe Saldana, Mark Ruffalo, and Jennifer Garner. Now, this is directed by Shawn Levy, who also directed Ryan Reynolds in the upcoming film Free Guy. I mean, this sounds really intriguing. You got Mark Ruffalo, who's literally played the father of Ryan Reynolds. Just wrap your head around that one. The Incredible Hulk is going to be the father of Deadpool. Yeah. But anyway, I think this actually sounds really interesting. I mean, to be honest, at first I thought they were going to go do what Will Smith did in that Gemini Man film, where they go like de-age of Ryan Reynolds. I thought they were going to do that. Looks like they got a young actor playing the role. So, I don't know. I'm going to give this one a go. Alright, number 19, I'm going to go with Netflix's film, Messerio. Now, no word on if this film is really going to come out next year. It could easily come out in 2022. But the film is a Netflix film, and it's a portrait of Leonard Bernstein's singular charisma and passion for music as he rose to fame as America's first native-born, world-renowned conductor, all along following his ambition to compose both symphonic and popular Broadway work. Now, this film is directed and stars Bradley Cooper, who the last time Bradley Cooper directed something was A Star Is Born, and we saw how great that was. You got Carey Mulligan is in this, Micah Stubb, I think Stolberg is in this, if I'm not mistaken. Jeremy Strong from Succession fame is in this. It sounds amazing. I mean, Bradley Cooper is always pretty decent, so can't wait to check this one out. It has Oscars written all over it too, by the way. And not to mention, Paramount is also doing a Leonard Bernstein film, so we're literally getting about not one but two Leonard Bernstein biopics, which could be cool. Number 18, a film that was supposed to come out this year but got delayed, was A Quiet Place 2. Now, we're following the events at home. The Abbott family now faces the terrors of the outside world. Forced to venture into the unknown, they realize the creatures that hunted by sound are not the only threats. This actually looks really good. I mean, you got John Krasinski returning to direct, Emily Blunt's in this. You got some new additions like John Malkovich and Cillian Murphy. I really quite like the first Quiet Place, so look forward to see where they're going to take the sequel to. So hopefully it'll be pretty decent. It's supposed to come out in April, so hopefully things will be, good in April. Alright. Speaking of Bradley Cooper, number 17, Pinocchio is not the only movie Guillermo del Toro has coming next year. Number 17, he has Nightmare Alley, an ambitious young carny with a talent for manipulating people with a few well-chosen words, hooks up with a female psychiatrist who is even more dangerous than he is. Now, the cast in this includes the likes of Bradley Cooper, Cate Blanchett, Mary Steenburgen. You got William Dafoe, Toni Collette, Ron Perlman, Richard Jenkins, Rooney Mara, Tim Blake Nelson, Clifton Collins Jr. I mean, what a cast right there. It is, of course, going to be Guillermo del Toro's first live-action film since his Oscar win of Shape of Water. Maybe this could be his next Oscar, who knows? But with a cast like this, sounds intriguing. I mean, from Bradley Cooper to Cate Blanchett to Toni Collette, like, this movie could be really amazing. Alright, number 16, I'm going to go with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Another film that was supposed to come out this year but got delayed because of the epidemic. Where a single mom and her two kids arrive in a small town. They begin to discover that their connection to the original Ghostbusters and their secret legacy, their grandfather, of course, Egon, played by Harold Ramis, is left behind. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to checking out Ghostbusters Afterlife. The trailer have looked really cool. You got Paul Rudd, Finn Wolfhard. You got some interesting castles in this. Mechanic Grace is in this film. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I mean, I really quite like the Ghostbusters film. The original is a classic. The 2016 one's not a bad movie when we got today. So, I mean, it's also directed. Top it off, it's also directed by the original Ghostbusters director, Ivan Reitman, so there's that. So, really can't wait to check this one out. Alright. Number 15, we got No Time to Die. Another film that was supposed to come out this year but got delayed because of the pandemic. No Time to Die, is Daniel Craig's final outing as James Bond. Directed by Cary Fukunaga, I think his name is. This looks awesome. You got Remy Malek playing the Bond villain. It looks fun, entertaining. You also got Ana de Armas, Naomi Harris, Ray Fiennes. You got loads of cast members. So can't wait to check this one out. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again, but we'll see what happens. Alright, number 14, I'm going to go with another Netflix film, and that is Hustle. It's about a washed-up basketball scout who discovers a phenomenon streetball player while in China and sees a prospect as his opportunity to get back into the NBA. Now, this is from the same director who directed that movie, We the Animal, and it's produced by LeBron James, which of course makes sense. It is a basketball film. And the cast includes the likes of Adam Sandler, Queen Latifah, Ben Foster, and Robert Duvall. It sounds like it's gonna be more dramatic than most of Sandler's Netflix films are. It's gonna show that it is really nice to see Adam Sandler do more than just show that he's not just the comedic guy we know and love. With stuff like Uncut Gems and all, Sandler is one heck of an actor. Outside of comedy, when he wants to do dramas, the guy could do dramas well. Come on, here you are still having Robert Duvall, Queen Latifah. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Alright, 13, I'm gonna go with the film Gucci. Now, The Last Duel is not the only film Ridley Scott has coming next year. We also got a film called Gucci, the story of how Patricia Reggiani, the ex-wife of Maurizio Gucci, plotted to kill her husband, the grandson of renowned fashion designer Gucci. It stars Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Jared Leto, Jack Houston, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Jeremy Irons. This definitely sounds amazing. It is going to be Lady Gaga's first action feature film since Star is Born. And you got Ridley Scott attached to direct this. Great cast. I don't know much about the true story, but yeah, this definitely is something that could be up my alley. Number 12, I'm going to go with the Suicide Squad. Now, I guess you could say this is more of a follow-up or reboot of the Suicide Squad that got released in 2016. We got the returnings of Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn. We also got Idris Elba's in this. We got Pete Davidson. We got Killer Shark is in this too. We got loads of really cool original cast members along with new additions. John Cena's in this, and of course HBO Max is doing a spin-off of John Cena's Peacemaker character. Can't wait to see how that turns out. But that aside, I cannot wait to check this film out. I, for one, really quite like the first Suicide Squad. I found it to be entertaining, fun. We got James Gunn directing this new Suicide Squad film, so I have my benefit of doubt for this one. So yeah, I definitely have my high set for this one. Alright, number 11, I'm going to go with Space Jam: A New Legacy. Speaking of LeBron James. Of course, it stars LeBron James with, Bugs Bunny, a follow-up to 1996's Space Jam. This time around, LeBron and Bugs Bunny are traveling to different Warner Bros. Dimension. We are literally going to be getting Warner Bros. IP characters in this, like The Mask. We're going to be getting Pennywise the Clown. We're going to be getting the Joker, Agent Smith from The Matrix. This is definitely... This Space Jam sequel is definitely something that's going to be really awesome to watch. So, yeah, I'm really super hyped for this one. Alright, now from 10 to 1. 10, Halloween Kills. Of course, Halloween Kills was supposed to come out this year, but got delayed. I simply can't wait to check out Halloween Kills. The preview they showed looks really cool. This time around, we're pretty much not really going to be seeing Laurie Strode a whole lot, but we are getting original characters like Lindsay Wallace. We're getting Anthony Michael Hall back at playing the role of Tommy Doyle. We're getting some really iconic original IP characters from the original Halloween film. I simply can't wait to see where they're going to take this new Halloween film at. I mean, Michael Myers is pretty much one of those iconic horror figures around, so can't wait to check out Halloween Kills. Coming in at number 9, I'm going to go with Dune. Lots of people probably add this up a little higher, but my other few films I'm looking forward to check out the most. But of course, Dune is based on a classic book by Frank Herbert. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve, starring Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Zendaya, etc. Of course, the film is set to go to both HBO Max and theaters, which I know Denis Villeneuve and Legendary are pissed off at. Oh boy. But that's I'm still looking forward to check out Dune. The trailer, of course, that got released looks pretty cool. I love the cast list you got in this. I really can't wait to see this new Dune film. It sounds amazing. Denis Villeneuve has done some pretty good stuff lately, so can't wait to check this one out. Alright, number 8, I'm going to go with the Netflix film Blonde. Now, Blonde is a fictionalized chronicle of the inner life of Marilyn Monroe. Now, this is directed by the same guy who gave us Killing Them Softly and Assassination of Jesse James. It also stars Ana de Armas as the iconic figure Marilyn Monroe. You also got Adrian Brody supposed to be in this. I mean, Blonde sounds amazing. The film was supposed to come out this year, but got delayed and all that. But it's definitely one of my anticipated Netflix release of next year, with a cast that includes Ana de Armas. And loads of other, I forgot who else is in this. I know Adrian Brody's in this film. I gotta double check the cast list. But, hey, I'm always Netflix has been doing really great when it comes to old Hollywood, whether it's the Netflix series Hollywood, or whether it's, what else they put out? That film Mank. Maybe this could be Ana de Armas win to the Oscars, who knows? But I think Ana de Armas is going to be a great Marilyn Monroe. I really have confidence in that. Alright. Number 7, I'm going to go with Spider-Man 3. Of course, this is the dirt installment of Spider-Man. No word on what the title is going to be. But it is supposed to have Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield are back. We're getting Alfred Molina back as Dr. Octopus. We're getting, Jamie Foxx back. Rumor has it that William Dafoe, Thomas Hayden Church, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Micah Keaton could be returning. I mean, this whole Spider-Man news, this whole Spider-Man universe has me intrigued. I mean, it's supposed to take place in the multiverse, so there's that. Rumor has it that Kristen Dunst and Emma Stone could possibly be returning. One more key non-expo film like this. Hopefully the news about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield returning will be official announced soon. But I have never been this excited for a Spider-Man movie in years. Alright. Number 6, I'm going to go with Netflix's film Don't Look Up. It's about a pair of astronomers trying to warn everyone on Earth that a giant meteorite will destroy Earth in the planet in 6 months. It's directed by Adam McKay, who also gave us films like Vice, The Big Short. He also directed Step Brothers, Anchorman, some really solid films in this bout. This film also has a really good cast. It features the likes of Leo DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, Jennifer Lawrence, Jonah Hill, Ariana Grande, Chris Evans, Timothée Chalamet, Tyler Perry, Matthew Perry, Kid Cudi. I mean, great cast right here. Melanie Lewinsky is also supposed to be in this film. It's definitely one of my anticipated Netflix release. Sometime this week I'll do my top 10 anticipated Netflix films of the next year. But spoiler, Don't Look Up is going to be part of them. You're supposed to have Meryl Streep as the President of the United States, by the way, so Meryl Streep as President, sign me up right there. She'll most likely win an Oscar for it too. So yeah, can't wait to check this one out. Number 5, I'm going to go with Elvis. Now this is supposed to star Tom Hanks as Elvis Presley's manager. You also got Austin Butler as a role of the King of Rock and Roll. It's directed by Baz Luhrmann, who gave us films like Romeo and Juliet, The Great Gatsby, Moulin Rouge. Really, I mean, him coming back to the music genre should be pretty cool. I think this actually sounds interesting. Of course, the film was supposed to get released in October, but it's now coming out in November. Of course, it got delayed because, of course, Tom Hanks was the first ever actor to get, contracted with COVID. So there's that. But yeah, I really can't wait to check this one out. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be good enough, but you're getting Tom Hanks in this, Austin Butler, Olivia DeJonge as Patricia Presley should be interesting. I think this could be something really cool. All right, number 4, I'm gonna go with an untitled Paul Thomas Anderson film. Now, not really much is said about this film, but it's supposed to be like a film that takes place in like 1980s or 70s. It's supposed to star the likes of Bradley Cooper, Phil Seymour Hoffman's real life son's supposed to be in this. I mean, I really quite like Paul Thomas Anderson's work. Of course, he has not really done a film since. What was his last one he did? Since Phantom Dread, which was that Daniel Day-Lewis film. So it is going to be nice to see Paul Thomas Anderson return to the director's chair. And with a cast that includes Bradley Cooper, Benny Safdie from who directed Uncut Gems is also in this. I mean, anything Paul Thomas Anderson directs, whether it's Punch Drunk Love, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, I really quite like Paul Thomas Anderson's work, so can we check this one out? Number 3, now I'm still not 100% sure if this is going to come out next year, but I'm having some confidence. Number 3 is going to be The Killers of the Flower Moon. Now this is supposed to be one of the most one of the most expensive films to make, and here's what's odd about why it's expensive. Members of the Assad tribe in the U.S. Are murdered under mysterious circumstances in the 1920s, sparking a major FBI investigation involving J. Edgar Hoover. This stars Leo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. This is supposed to be the budget of this is supposed to be expensive. I mean, how on earth is a movie like this that expensive to make? I mean, it's a movie that takes place in 1920s. Like, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting, but it is directed by Martin Scorsese, so I give it benefit of the doubt with that. Leo DiCaprio teaming with Robert De Niro should be interesting. Now, like I said, I still have no idea if this is even gonna come out next year, but I'm gonna give it a benefit of the doubt. Maybe it will, who knows. Alright, number 2, I'm gonna go with Babylon. Now this not really much plot details to this, but it's a movie that is like a love letter to old Hollywood, to the golden age of Hollywood. Now Babylon is directed by Damien Chazelle, who gave us movies like Whiplash, La La Land, First Man, and it's supposed to feature the likes of Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Meryl Streep, Tobey Maguire. Mike B. Jordan's supposed to be in this. It sounds really intriguing. Damien Chazelle is probably one of my favorite filmmakers of all time right now. Margot Robbie, of course, she ended up replacing Emma Stone for this, so there's that. It sounds like it could be really interesting. So, I mean, I'm a sucker for old Hollywood, so there's that. Hopefully it'll be pretty decent. Alright, my number 1 anticipated film of next year was my number 1 anticipated film of this year, and that is the remake of West Side Story. Now, of course, West Side Story, explores forbidden love and rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, and 2 teenage street gangs of different ethnic background. Now, of course, the original West Side Story with Maria Moreno, Natalie Wood, it's a classic, so you can't really touch on the original. I am so much looking forward to this movie. Yeah, because, I mean, there is also that Ansel Elgort controversy. I mean, that's whatever. But the major reason I'm looking forward for this is it's a musical film directed by Steven Spielberg, obviously one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. You also got Ansel Elgort, who I know there's lots of controversy with him now, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that shapes up with this. Rhea Moreno's in this, Maddie Ziegler. Another reason I'm now more interested in this is because actress Arena DeBose is in this. Like, I have not really seen Arena DeBose in anything before, like, except for that Hamilton on Broadway on Disney Plus thing. But after seeing how great she was in the recent Netflix musical film, The Prom, I can't wait to see where her career is going to take from here. And I'm hoping West Side Story could be her career changer. So, and of course, she is playing the character of Maria, who was, once portrayed by was, of course, once portrayed by Rita Moreno. So, I don't know. Maybe if Rita Moreno won her Oscar for playing that role, I don't know. Maybe this could be DeBose's award-winning role. Who knows? Hopefully it comes out next year. Mainly, hopefully all of these comes out next year, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 20, The Adam Project. 19, Mysterio. 18, A Quiet Place 2. 17, Nightmare Alley. 16, Ghostbusters Afterlife. 15, No Time to Die. 14, Hustle. 13, Gucci. 12, The Suicide Squad. 11, Space Jam, A New Legacy. 10, Halloween Kills. 9, Dune. 8, Blonde. 7, Spider-Man 3. 6, Don't Look Up. 5, Elvis. 4, Untitled Paul Thomas Anderson film. 3, The Killers of the Flower Moon. 2, Babylon. And number 1, West Side Story. Now, let me leave it to you guys. Which of these films are you interested in checking out? Are you interested in checking out West Side Story, Babylon, Spider-Man 3, Halloween Kills, Adam Project? So drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is C-Movie signing off.